but he also had a limited maybe knowledge of leadership, because if you're gonna look at leadership as, if you see me as leadership, and that's only limited to see me as leadership, then that means the only people that you can see as leadership in the country is just the government. The only people you can see as leadership here is only that one is there. Do you get what I'm saying? Your understanding and your scope of leadership has to go beyond. And the more you go beyond in understanding of leadership, the more you go close, you come close to you. The more you try to dig deep in leadership, the more you see the need for you to start nurturing and focusing on leadership, because you are leading. One way or the other, you are leading. In your rest, there's a life you lead. You know, they say the word leave came from the word lead. Normally, especially in old books, you know, in old books they said he led a life that was. Old literature uses leave as lead. So to lead is to lead. But it depends on you what kind of you are leading. Who was talking he was talking about fatherhood legacy or discipleship legacy, something like that. He was a white guy. He said everyone is living a legacy. But it depends what kind of a legacy are you living. Because we say to other people, I don't know, he didn't leave a legacy. No, he left a legacy. But it's not noteworthy. We can't even say it's a legacy. Because while he was living, he was not aware that he's leaving a legacy behind when they are living. And that's why it became messy. That's why it's not noteworthy. That's why it's not prominent, because this person just lived life and she ain't responsible for anything. So leadership is responsibility. Leadership is influence. Don't you want to have influence? Let's just be honest. Who doesn't want to have influence? Come on. There is that selfish thing in us, all of us, that we want things to go our way. Who doesn't want to have influence here? No, in all of us, you want things to go your way. You want things to go your way. All of us. Because we want to be comfortable. Do you get what I'm saying? We want things to go our way. And if we don't take the step to want to lead, things will never go our way. And it's good that Sisindi see you, that when things go our way, they'll be going according to the will of God, because we are captured. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. That's good, right? Yeah, that's wonderful. I don't think today we'll get to talk about, to look at a man, Jesus Christ, as the thingy of leadership, but he is the one. If there's anyone to look at for leadership, is Jesus Christ. Today we're going to just deal with the basics, and we're going to go study more and invest on leadership. And then I think sometime again, Teta guy. So we know that there are types of leadership. There are people, you know, there's another one of careers that is growing, and a lot of people who are invested in that are millionaires. You know what is it? Life coach. Have you heard about people who call themselves life coaches? Haven't you heard? A lot of pastors are doing it as well. They're millionaires. Motivational speakers. They've taken the room psychology situation out there. And they're making money. Sometimes a person pays 5,000 to go listen to such people. No, it's serious. And after that, you hear they're businessmen, they've got nothing of business. They had people that they motivated who are business people, and they ended up becoming members of executive boards, or what. You know, in all you're getting, get wisdom. That's what the Bible says. In all you're getting, in everything that you get wisdom. Apostle Solomon says, wisdom is the capital for money. Only in this world, the capital is money, but the capital to buy money is wisdom. This is what the Bible says. The Bible says, seek her, wisdom. Seek it, if you can call it it. But the Proverbs most of the time refers to wisdom as her. It is seek her, search for her, and treasure her more than gold and silver. So these people have ended up in places that are serious because they did not neglect leadership. They knew how to lead themselves and were able to do it. And today they're in big places. But Lord, maybe they met someone and had words with them, exchanged words, and this person was like, oh my God, there's something in this guy. So we should invest in improving ourselves, developing ourselves in knowledge and wisdom and understanding. That's what the Bible talks about. Jesus grew in wisdom and stature, and he found favor with men. Wisdom gets you favor with men. Gets you favor with men. I'm a bit ahead of myself, but it gets you favor with men. I like wisdom. I like Lord Jesus. I like things, but wisdom. I see. So there are coaches, people that identify strengths and weaknesses and try to make you improve there. I want you to engage in this. There's a type of leadership that is called coach leadership. There are 9 types. In other people have 8. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things on wisdom in the internet. Not wisdom, on leadership in the internet. Some of them are not as good because some of them are not biblical. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but as you read the Bible, you will understand leadership from the biblical sense. The coaches, coach leadership, visionary leadership, servanthood, at least it speaks to us, Autocratic, laissez-faire, democratic, pace-setter, transactional, and bureaucratic. The coach style of leadership is when it's like, coach. Identify your strengths and weaknesses and help you there. You're going to choose which kind of leader you want to be. Listen, coaching leadership, coaching style of leadership identifies who makes you strong there and helps you out. Visionary sets a vision. Most of the time, visionary leadership, we use it, must call it develop using. Do you remember KCG when it was it's still developing, when it was developing, isn't it? I was more interested in what do you want to say, what do you see this, what do you think this is, it's the new ideas coming in, trying to establish, visionary, trying to make everyone to understand the vision, where we're going. Servanthood it's where it's all about the people. Servanthood, just serving them, it's all about that. Laissez-faire, it's hands off. Those who are doing economics. Last year, you remember, we wrote these leadership things on the board. And I wanted today to do that. We wrote there, and there was also kakistocracy. Kakistocracy is messed up leadership. The democratic leadership, this one deals with numbers. We know it, we are in South Africa. Pace setters, it's about the pace. Things should be done, You're transactional, it's in a head. I get transactional. And there's bureaucratic, it's very strict. It's the rule.